Well, hello everybody. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the Trading Logic recap for Friday, the 29th of May, 2020. We had two go today, and two never quite made it to their target to even get started. So it was kind of a quiet day. There was a couple of movers that really popped, but just to give you a little bit of information, what we do is we run the Trading Logic scanners in the morning, beginning at 6 a.m. And that'll spit out, a number of different stocks. And then we do our specific brand of technical analysis on the stocks. And it kind of whittles down from maybe 25 stocks to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, really whittles it down. And those are the ones we go with. And why do we go with those? The reason we go with those is because they've proven to be winners most of the time. Somewhere around 88 to 92% of the time, they're proven to be winners. Is everyone a grand slam? No. Some are small winners. Doesn't matter. When you're green, you're green. So that's how we arrive at these things. Now, sometimes what'll happen is you'll get a particular stock like, I don't know, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but, stock that goes parabolic on you in the morning didn't hit the scanners because it doesn't fall in the parameters. And the stock explodes, and then, some people would be like, oh, man, how come you didn't see that? Well, the reason we didn't see that is because we are very disciplined. I've sat and watched stocks go up $7 and was not tempted to get in, not even once, because you need to be disciplined, 100% disciplined. You need to have faith in your system, faith in your talent and your skill, and you need to be strong and follow it through, which is what I did today, and I did fine. I had an okay day. Wasn't like I said, it wasn't a grand slam day, but it was a decent day. There was one that really took off. It just never hit our target before taking off, and oh well, I wish it did, but it didn't. So you move on, and maybe Monday one hits the target, and then it explodes. It all balances out. So, not to waste too much time on that sort of thing here, we're gonna get right into it, and we're gonna go with PHIO. Still waiting. This stock, we're looking for it to hit 373, and we're hoping that once it got to the 373, we're going to see a nice move. Up until, roughly around 10:30 when we're done, it still hadn't gotten there. It had still only gotten to 435. It may get to 373 later today, but I don't know. It might be out of gas by that time, so I'd probably just see what it does. If it does reach there, I wouldn't blindly jump in, if it's later in the day. You might be able to pick up a quick pop towards the end of the day, since it's Friday. Sometimes you can get that. So if it's near 373 towards the end of the day, 330-ish, somewhere in that ballpark, that might be a consideration, possibly. But we'd have to really see it when it's going on. But just food for thought. But that was it, PHIO. That was a nothing. Doesn't count as anything because it didn't do anything. Didn't go anywhere. Never triggered. It never triggered. So we're going to move on to our next contestant of the day. And this is one thing that I like to tell people a lot. We tend to forget that baby steps still move us forward. All right? They don't all have to be monster moonshots. If you live for the monster moonshots only, you will live to watch your account go to zero, because that's where you will end up. So This one, we were waiting for it to hit 222. Of course, hoping for a better pop out of it than this. We wanted a little bit more volume and whatever, but we didn't get it. But still, I got in at 222. I got out at 228. All right, is that a big winner? No, but I made a couple of bucks, and it's better to put positive green in my account than to subtract negative red. Basic math, right? Positive plus is good, negative is bad. All right, so small winner. Now, here's the thing. If you look at this particular chart where the 322 is, you get in at 322. Now, you see that very weak green candle where 222 was. Get in at 222, another weak green candle that follows that. Another weak green candle, and a fourth weak green candle. Right, that hit 228. Now the next one was a red candle, popped a little to 229. Next one was a really weak green candle, hitting 228. Okay, if that is not enough of a hint for you to sell that stock right then and there 3 times, 228, 228, 228. Actually, the middle was 229, but whatever. It's a penny. 3 in a row, 2 weak green candles and one red candle. If that's not enough to, kick you in the butt, say, sell this right now, then you should not be trading with real money yet. It's okay if you're learning still, but if you feel like you've learned how to trade stocks and you saw this setup and didn't trade it, and then that red candle that dropped all the way down underneath 222, then you really you need to go back to school. All right. So that's what I did. I got out on the third candle. It was 228. I had a buy order set for 228. It picked it up. Boom, I was out. 222 to 228. That was a winner. Love it when that happens. And then speaking of winners, we are going to roll right into our next winner. This is a 2-time winner. 2-time in winner we got here. This one was kind of fun. This is pretty interesting. The 902 number is what we called it out at. And sorry, the writing's a little scribbly here. But the 902 number is what we called this one out at. 902, it triggered that and jumped up to 941. It's a 39-cent move. Very nice move. Now, here's something interesting also. Around 940, it had that high of day green candle where the white line is. That was 941. Okay. The next candle, it hit 941 again, but the candle was red. That's a clue. That's a clue to sell it. Even if it dropped down to the opening of that prior candle, which would be about 925, you still made money. You want to get out. You want to get out there. If it consumes the previous candle, just get out. You could always get back in, but you can never get that money back most of the time if it drops. Except with ALT. ALT, all right, so we had that move, okay? So if you went 902 and you got out of that around 935, whatever, 930, 940, whatever, you made some money. So now you have it on your alert still. You never give up on these things early in the morning. Does a little meandering down, pops back up, it hits the number again, comes back up to 902. It likes it there. 902 pops up to 927. Double dipper on this one. 2 times. 2 times you could have had this one. 927 or 925. If it hit the 927, you missed it. It did the pullback and pop back up to 925. You know what? You got to figure it's probably going to run out of steam at that point, as most of these do. So you pick it up. if you sold it at 9.15, 9.20, 9.27, whatever, you made some money. So this is a two-timer. So we did good. We're not going to count it as two, but some people might. I don't. I count it as one. So that was that. That was a good one. And moving to our next one. Moving to the next one here. This one was a real surprise. We're looking for this stock initially. We're looking for it to hit, was it 1360? Which actually it did. If we left the alert alone, we would have done really well with it. But just moments before the pre-market was over, it started showing some indications there was a possibility it could make a quick drop down on the open. So we have to be careful. What do we do here? What do we do at Trading Logic? We protect our money. I would rather miss this one than lose $2,000 right off the bat in a minute. You get in, the thing tanks like a stone. You're trying to sell it and nobody's buying it because the thing's tanking. So, it didn't hit the number. We stay very, 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 very strict to our strategy and what we do. So when it showed an indication that it may hit 12 before it decided to come back up and make a big move, we immediately put that up at 12. All right, this would have been a winner if we didn't do that, but we did because that's what it looked like. And you can't win every single one of them. And, I get it. It jumped up nicely. It jumped up from whatever this thing opened at 12.25, I think, was it? Or I don't even know. I don't even remember. But, it opened... No, it opened at 13 something, I think. I don't know, $13, let's say. And it went up to like $19. So that's a nice move. That's a really nice move. So if you listen to my first alert, you made a whole lot of money. If you listen to my second alert, you got nothing. So, and the funny part is it did get close throughout the day. It came within 7 cents of hitting that target at 12, and actually went up as high as 14 something, 14.08 or whatever. We'll say $14. So it was really close. But listen, it never made it, so it never made it. It doesn't really count on the sheet here because it never triggered. Would have been nice if it did, though. It was a nice one, but again, Monday, there might be 3 of these that all trigger, or none. Who knows? It all irons out at the end of the year. So I wouldn't be all despondent about missing that one. And let's see. I think that was it. Yes, I believe that was it. So, final thoughts on today. This says be a pro. What do I mean by that? What do I mean when I say that? Okay, a non-pro trader, is going to do things like listen to tips on his text messaging app, or he's going to listen to tips on like stock twits, or he heard from a friend who knows a friend. That's not what a pro does. Also, a person who's not a pro is going to say, okay, I'm buying the stock at, I've determined that $2 is a great price to get in. They get in at $2 and it drops to $1.92, and they panic sell. They just sell immediately. That's not what a professional trader does either. What a professional trader does, they conduct themselves at all times in a professional manner. When you're trading, okay, some people might be in their pajamas. Some people might be in their car at work. Wherever you are, you're still a professional. Think about this. If you had a boss who said, here is $10,000, I need you to trade this $10,000 for me, and here are your parameters that you have to work in. That if a stock drops a certain amount, you'll sell it. If it goes up a certain amount, you'll sell it. If it doesn't hit the target, you will not buy it. If you get emotional, you'll get out of it. And if your boss tracked this, and if he said, okay, if you do these things three times, you make three mistakes out of all this stuff that I mentioned to you, you're going to get fired. Would you then follow those rules of conduct? Would you? Yeah, you would, because you'd want to protect your job. And you can't look at this as anything else. You can't look at this like, oh, I'm going to read comic books, smoke cigars, and once in a while click on my computer and make $5,000. That's not how this works. It isn't how it works. It's dedication. It's a lot of effort. You need to be up early. You need to be scanning things. You need to find your system, what works comfortably for you. And that's what you need to do. That's how you need to do it, man. You can't just do this half-assed. You got to do this 100%. 100%. No screwing around. Because I'll tell you, when I first started, I sat around in my pajamas. I was on YouTube. I was doing all sorts of stuff, thinking I'm just going to click a few buttons now and then, and I'm going to make a shit ton of money. Well, guess what? I didn't. I lost a shit ton of money. A ton. And you know when I started making money? When I started paying attention and when I started acting like a professional. As a professional my whole life and everything I did, except for some reason when it came to trading, I believed a lot of the hype from a lot of these places that holler stuff out about, make $20,000 in a day and, work 2 minutes. Bull. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. Be a professional. That's what you need to be. Now, speaking of being a professional, I would really like you to follow us or like us or friend us or whatever the terminology is that's used in every social media platform. You can see us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Got a few more coming, but right now, YouTube. We're out there. We're on social media. We need you to like us. We need you to like us so we can keep bringing you content every day, every single day. It's important. So it's been a good Friday. Not a big banner Friday, but a good Friday. It's a green Friday. I love a green Friday. And I love a green any day, to be honest with you. That's kind of why I do this. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I got. We have some legal stuff you need to read through. And, just when you're finished reading through this legal stuff, just raise your hand so I know you've done it. All right. Anyway, listen. Read the legal stuff. It's important. I have to tell you that, and I believe it is important. And the other thing is, have a great weekend. We're going to be back on Monday morning, and we're going to be ready to rock and roll. And we're going to make some money on Monday because we have made money for, I don't know how many straight days now. 14 straight days. We've been in the green, and we're like 34-4 now. So, okay, I'll take that. I'll take that all the time. Every 14 days? Or no? Yeah, 14 days. I'll go 34-4 every 14 days. And then you can come visit me on my yacht. All right, maybe not a yacht, but anyway. All right, so everybody have a great day. It's been a pleasure. and enjoy your weekend. And we will see you right back here on Monday.